While this is a beginner-level course, it is assumed, but not required, that you have some knowledge of and experience with basic web UI, including HTML, CSS, and some familiarity with the JavaScript library like jQuery, for example. It will also be helpful to have some familiarity with the concepts of object-oriented programming. Any experience coding with Java, C#, C++, or PHP will help you absorb the information presented in this course, but again, it isn't a requirement. It is not required that you have any prior knowledge of Angular, Angular 2, or TypeScript. This course is designed to present all of the information to build a working knowledge of Angular and its associated technologies. In this course, we'll go through a number of sections. The first one is the section that we're in right now to introduce the course and introduce Angular 2. The second is called Pack Our Lunch. Aptly named because before we go heads down with Angular 2, we need to prepare ourselves with some significant background info and to get a functioning development environment ready. The third section in the course is called Angular 2 Components, and in this section we'll take a close look at what Angular 2 components are and learn the steps involved in creating an Angular 2 component. The fourth section is Building Angular 2 UI, where we'll learn to define the visible aspects of components as HTML within a template. The fifth section is called Binding in Angular 2, and we'll learn to use Angular 2's property binding to set HTML element properties in the DOM. The sixth is Advanced Component Concepts, where we'll learn several ways to improve upon our components. The seventh section is Component Composition, where we'll discuss how to build components designed to be nested within other components, and then have those components talk to one another. The eighth section is called Services, where we'll learn to create services and use dependency injection to inject services into any components that require them. The ninth section is called Web Services, where we'll learn how to use HTTP with observables to retrieve data from the interwebs. The 10th section is Routing, and in that section we will learn to define routes for navigation between multiple views in an Angular 2 application. The 11th section is called Setting Up an Angular 2 application from scratch, where we'll revisit the basic files that set up an Angular 2 application. And the last section, of course, is the course summary, where we'll pat ourselves on the back for completing this course.